All right, so the about Quanta is to solve real problems. In this case, Nigeria, Africa's problems through innovation. So one of the concerns that I have is the issue that pertains to what's going on now regarding ASUU strike. So for how many periods now, the battle has been between the federal government and ASUU. For the past 6 months, we have students in federal universities who have not been to school just because of the strike going on. The question is, what are the things that are going wrong because of the strike? Yes, there are just grounds. ASUU made their requests and demands from the federal government, which the federal government has not met, which has to do with their own benefits, remunerations, and things that pertain to them. The federal government, on the other side, feels yes, they are negotiating, but some of the demands, look like overbearing for the federal government. And of course, while some of those things might be justifiable, certain actions are taken by the federal government that doesn't make it look justifiable. But the question is, who is suffering? I think the people who are suffering are the people who will be responsible for what Nigeria would look like in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, who are still in school. So I think that it's selfish for what's going on from both the federal government side and also ASUU side, because they are not thinking of what's happening to the people who will secure the future of this. Every nation is built by people. No nation happens by accident. There's no president that is responsible for the growth of any nation. This is what I would say to the young person. If you have the opportunity to travel somewhere or move to a private school, please move to a private school. You are finished.
Yes, sir.
From school already. Those who went to private school like Covenant, I mean, you're lucky.
Yeah,
Strike does not affect anything. But for those who don't have that opportunity, it's not their fault, but it just happened like that. So if they have the opportunity to move to private, move to private. If you have the opportunity to go outside the country, go outside the country. And if you are the kind, of person or that falls into the category which I respect, that is, you might not need a formal setting or education for you to learn. Huge opportunity for you. Because you won't wait for, don't risk your life and be at the mercy of what the federal government or ASUU is doing. We are in the knowledge economy. We are in the age of tech. We are in the age of innovation. And many things don't require the whole formal system of education for you to master the necessary tools and skills to become a tech talent, to become innovative, to become smart, to come up with something really instrumental. So instead of gambling with your life and waiting for ASUU or the federal government to come to terms, hold your life into your hands and move forward. Move forward. At Quanta, we are pursuing an agenda to cultivate 50,000 high-growth talents. Leveraging that opportunity. A link will be made available by which you can sign up and be a part of what we're doing at Quanta, and then you can learn skills, whether it be front-end development, back-end development, product design, product management, UI UX design, skills that you can use to secure your own future, add value to yourself, add value to others. Those skills and tools are responsible for solving the major problems that will help to transform Africa itself. We believe that technology is a very huge vehicle and platform that can give speed to anyone irrespective of age, so far your heart is dedicated to it. So I don't think it's wise to gamble with your life and start waiting for the government. You can as well take your life and invest a lot in it. So don't allow the time waste. In fact, just imagine they don't exist. You can't begin to gamble on your life. So these are my thoughts on this matter. We can't begin to risk the future of the whole Nigeria because of persons who have decided to be responsible about what's really important, or whatever is going on is just I think it's myopic to be thinking about whichever is responsible for the strike of ASUU, and I hold the two of them responsible, including ASUU itself, even though they have demands to be met. I've thought before, even though it's a private school, I didn't base my entire life on what the remuneration was like, but there was a mission that I felt needed to be accomplished. So if we are going to secure the future, which I think true leadership is about, giving more priority to what the future is, and then ensuring that things really move. So you're a young person, you are in school, school is on strike, go and master a tech talent. If you are going to be an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur. If you need to learn, find platforms to learn. You can leverage on Quanta. We'll make available the necessary links that you need, and we'll provide that support because that's why we exist. We exist to transform Africa through innovation. There are partners that we have that you can also leverage on, and there are people also that you can also leverage on. But more importantly, don't wait for lasso. If you're not at university and you're hearing what we're saying, use the opportunity and start a journey to building your capacity where technology innovation is concerned. My name is Entrepreneurship. Pursue it. Start now. Don't wait for this whole jam thing. These are platforms that worked for the time that they initiated them. I don't think they're platforms that still work. So there's no point gambling with your life and then expecting those who have not planned effectively for themselves to be able to plan well for you. So plan well for yourself. So you guys have anything to share?
Yeah, I feel the ASUU strike is actually an opportunity for a lot of students are actually in school, but they don't even know what's going to happen after school. So ASUU strike could be a blessing for some persons because it will. I know some persons that practically don't know what to do after school, but right now they are doing incredible. They are doing some great stuffs, and it was due to the ASUU strike that they were able to come up with stuff like that. I know a lot of persons that did not even study or are not studying tech-related courses, and they're already doing incredible stuff. Like 8 months is a whole lot for them to become close to being a professional in any tech skill. So I even know some ladies, they are ladies, because I know a lot of ladies don't even know that tech is not a guy thing, it's a general thing, and it's not based on gender stuff like and also there's some persons that feel tech is all about coding. So like every aspect of tech is all about coding, and this ASUU period, a lot of persons have come to realize that it's not generally coding for everyone. There's some soft part of tech that people are actually making a lot of money from, like product design. I was talking to someone a few days ago, you're saying that product design is like the product management, in fact, is like the real thing, and that's like the soft part of tech. It's not, you don't need to code, it's not really technical or crazy like some people has pictured it. So ASUU could be a blessing for me, for some persons, but why some persons who be praying and probably putting ASUU strike, maybe their whole prayer point for the whole year just for ASUU to call off the strike. Some persons have done incredible stuff for themselves, and when they both get in now, like maybe ASUU strike is over, they won't be on the same level. So this person will not be, it's on another different level, and the other person will just come in and the regular way, the old way of doing things, start to do things the old way, and the other person is already maybe working remotely, maybe already interning remotely with a company, because it works, because remote lifestyle started with tech. So tech made that possible for most persons that are already doing remote stuff. So it's really working, and I feel both ways it's favoring some people. Like some people are really getting favored because of the ASUU strike. So I just feel people they shouldn't wait for government to always decide what will happen, or situations around to restrict them from taking actions or doing things that will take them forward. Like it's just a matter of personal decision. There's some person even before ASUU, they've been doing stuff, and because of school it has not been easy, but now that they don't even have to worry about school, so they are putting their 100% into that stuff, and they are doing awesomely well. So it's really so nice though, I feel.
Yeah, so just to touch on one of them I was saying, I think there's some people I know back when I was in school, secondary school. So they graduated before me, but now I'm in a higher level than them because of this ASUU strike. So I can only imagine what they are feeling right now, knowing that the people that were behind them are now in front of them. So what I'll just say to them, that instead of thinking about your life in a negative manner, I think you should just take advantage of this now. If you want to start your journey in tech, just reach out to us here at Quanta. We can help you navigate your way into tech, and just make sure that you make the most out of your time. That's all I have to say so far.
All right, so in wrapping this all up, you have just one life. Don't waste it. Just make it count. So peace from us, Quanta.